Okay, guys. Hi, guys. Right, we are on my laptop. So I'm just going to put my jacket on because it's cold in here. It's a bit chilly today. Oh, so my coffee. Right, let's see if we can get this a bit better. Let me get it a bit higher up. So, let me just. How is everyone? Okay. Right, let's get this a bit higher. Whoa, yes. Not too close. Come on, we don't want to see Louis too much. Is that high enough? I think we go a bit higher. How is everyone? I spent the whole morning doing Lisa Marie reaction videos. I think that's a bit better. Okay, don't want to be too close. Let's move the table back a bit. Get the hair right. Whoa! I tell you what, I am cold. Can you all hear? Oops, I lost you then. That's better. I lost you then for a second. Can you all hear me? Okay. Is it because obviously we're on a different? So we got Denise, Debbie, Carolyn. Can you all hear me? Okay. This is the important bit to me. Yes, good. Right. Okay. So I am going to play you a video whilst I grab my coffee. So this morning I spent the whole time I spent all my morning on Lisa Marie Presley. I'm still not ready to let it go with Lisa. I know yesterday was the 2-year, since she passed, of course. We're all gutted. We had some brilliant celebrations yesterday. You guys sent me loads of brilliant messages about Lisa. And many of you enjoyed our live streams to honor it being 2 years since she passed. But I'm not ready to let it go yet, guys, because I think I want to spend today as well honoring Lisa. But someone sent me something. Someone sent me something about Priscilla and her Instagram post and release, press release, because it's been 2 years, obviously, since her daughter died. Yeah. Now, whatever we think of Priscilla, it is her daughter. It is her daughter. So I thought, and obviously, it's Riley's grandmother. So obviously, Riley paid tribute to her mum. Yeah. So I'm going to try and find that and read that as well. It's awkward, isn't it, guys? Because we have strong views about Priscilla. My hair's a bit bushy today. I just had a bath, so I'm a bit bushy. Oh well. Anyway, so we did. How can I say it? We have strong views about Priscilla because we're defending Elvis. This is defending Elvis. Yeah. Now on the other channel, I just want to make that clear to you guys. That on the other channel, let me just get it up. Now, the other channel is called Elvis Presley Fan on Keto. Let's get it up. So, now I want to just reiterate because we've had a problem. It is called Elvis Presley Fan on Keto. Yeah, obviously, it's not Elvis Presley on Keto because I don't want to offend anyone and make people think that I am trying to promote a channel that says that Elvis Presley was a carnivore or a keto. That isn't what it is. Please don't confuse things. It is Elvis Presley Fan on Keto. That's me. I'm the fan. I want to make it clear. There is a reason. Let me just show you the name of the channel. Please subscribe to it. Now, there's a few reasons that I'm going to very quickly go through why it's called Elvis Presley Fan on Keto. There's a reason for it. I have decided that we have to do defending Elvis separately. I've also decided we have to do keep the diet stuff, because obviously it's obvious that the diet is very important to me. The carnivore diet, the keto diet is very important to me because I feel it saved my life, and I think it can save your lives and improve health. Yeah. Now, obviously, I've done a lot of research, so I have strong reasons why I believe it, and I am a success story. So the diet on my life has been a massive success. It's turned my whole world around. Yeah. And I've been on it for 2 years. So what I don't really want us to talk about the diet here on Defending Elvis. I want us, if we're going to discuss the diet, I want us to do it over there. Now, I also need a separate channel that is for light-hearted stuff that is just fun, frivolous, songs, movies, just fun stuff, the music, you know, Elvis's fun stuff. So I want to keep that separate. So I'm going to keep the Elvis Presley fan on keto is going to be for the fun stuff and for the diet. And it's going to be very light-hearted. Now here, we are going to talk some serious stuff. Here at Defending Elvis, we are going to talk some very serious topics, very serious, including the alleged sexual abuse of Lisa from Michael Edwards. We want justice for Lisa Marie. So we will talk about the very serious subjects on Defending Elvis Presley. We are now on Defending Elvis Presley. We want justice for Lisa. So we are separating the two. So here is Defending Elvis, where we are now. And then the light-hearted stuff and the diet stuff is to be discussed on this channel. So it's important you subscribe if you don't mind, guys. It helps me. It supports me. Elvis Presley fan on keto. Yeah. And we will be doing live streams on this channel as well. So if you're interested in the light-hearted stuff, the fun stuff, and improving your health, you know, it's Elvis Presley fan on keto. But they are both important to me. Okay, guys, they are both important to me. So we had a disagreement with someone who I think couldn't really understand what I was trying to say. We're over there to have a bit of fun with celebrating Elvis's life and Lisa's life, of course. And we're also over there to help improve people's health. That's why we're over there. It's nothing to do with Elvis personally. We're not trying to make Elvis look bad. We're not trying to insult Elvis or what's the word? What was I accused of? We're not trying to, what's the right word, guys? When you take advantage of someone, you tell me, guys, what's the word? We're not trying to use his name to make money. Yeah. I am an Elvis Presley fan. That is going to be an Elvis Presley channel that also does the diet and keto. What's the word? I don't even know the word, guys. You tell me. And it's when it comes to Elvis, it's all love. Love, love, love. All good. I would never do anything to make Elvis look bad or in no way is there anything negative about my intention with the other channel. Okay, guys? So are we? So I hope that explains things to you. So what I'm going to do, it is Debbie, but you know, I like to think that the other channel is helping people. I also like to think that the videos that I'm posting on the other channel to do with Elvis are really nice, fun. I've been posting my song reactions over there as well. I've been posting lots of little short videos of Elvis, but I've also been doing daily short clips explaining to people why the diet works, why the diet can help. So I don't see that I've done anything wrong to Elvis, so which is what I've been accused of, which I don't like. Yeah, so it's all love, guys. It's all love. Right, so I want to show you an interview. We're going to do a few bits. We're going to be here a little while. Hi, Emily. Yeah, that's it. Emily, you got it. You got it. We all love, come on, Team Elvis. We all love Elvis. Come on, and Lisa and the bloodline. Come on. There's no negative stuff here. So that is why we are keeping them separate. Unfortunately, I've had to make a decision I did not want to make with one of our subscribers. It was tough. I didn't want to do it. I felt forced. I felt like I had no choice. I'm not proud of it. But anyway, okay. Hi, Colin. How you going? Right, let's play this video. So I enjoyed making this. This interview, which I accidentally found. Yeah. Let's get it up. Where are we? All right. It's not a long interview. It's Louis. It's not a long interview. I wanted to watch it with you guys. I've never seen this interview. It's Lisa Marie, and it's quite, it's quite cheeky. It's quite, how can I say? I'm not completely happy with all the questions that the interviewer asked, but generally he's having a bit of fun. He's trying to get her to have a bit of fun. I do think it brings out a side to Lisa that I like. Yeah. So I like this interview. There's a few bits I don't like, but I thought I want to share this with you guys. I really do think that you'll enjoy this. There'll be a few bits in it you probably won't like, but I've never seen this interview ever. You guys, when you watch it, please tell me if you've ever seen it before, because I've never seen it. Whilst I'm playing it, I'm going to go and get my coffee. Okay, let's have a look. Let's get it as close as we can, which is not easy. Okay, I think that's about, I don't want it too close, but it's quite awkward now because I'm using the laptop. If we go that way, it's the wrong way. That way, there we go. So we need to get it straighter and we need to go that way. Right, okay. Let's do it. At Defending Elvis Presley on YouTube, we defend Elvis, Lisa, and the bloodline every day. So I'm still paying tribute to beautiful Lisa Marie Presley 2 years after her passing. And I've come across this interview. I think it's very interesting. It's a bit tongue-in-cheek, but I do think you will enjoy it. It really does show the true side of Lisa Marie Presley. So let's watch Lisa together, guys. Part in Fashion Rocks at Melbourne's Crown to raise money for Kids Helpline before touring, as she'll be in March 15 in Perth, March 17 on the Gold Coast, March 19 and 20th at Sydney, and March 21 at the Palladium in Melbourne. Please welcome to Rove Live, Lisa Marie Presley.
I'm good.
Feeling good?
Yeah. You told me to go easy on you.
Yes.
Why? What did you think I was going to do?
I thought you were just going to come out and just maul me. Start swinging punches, that kind of thing.
Right.
Now, I guess the question you've probably been asked 1,000 times on this current tour, 36, and the album's just out now. Why take so long? Or why now?
Probably just I wasn't ready. I mean, I just, needed to devote myself and my time properly into doing it right. So I also had very young children.
So was it something that you enjoyed doing, or was it something that you felt you had to do to get it out?
Okay. Which part?
Getting the album out.
I felt I had to. I mean, you mean timing-wise?
Well, just is it something that, working on the album, because I know there were some of the songs on the album, for example, you rewrote 4 times.
Right.
So was it something that you were holding off on doing? And, because I would think the longer you leave it, the more expectation there might be.
I think it was just, honestly, just production and me being crazy and neurotic and anal.
That I can relate to.
Really?
Yeah, well, I'm a very neat person. Are you anal in that regard, that you like to keep everything neat and tidy and clean and organised?
Completely the opposite of that. I'm not neat and tidy. I'm a wreck.
So in what ways are you anal then?
Work-wise. No, work-wise.
Yeah, work-wise?
Yeah.
So are you very hard on yourself as a writer, as a performer?
Extremely.
Now, what about your kids? Would you say, are they some of your harshest critics?
They, yeah, they're really honest with me though. I mean, they're good with telling me what's what. I know, if I play them a song I just wrote and they want to hear it again, it's good. Otherwise, if they go, that's good, it's cool, and then they never bring it up again, I know that it's not good. So I sort of judge it off them.
Now, was there ever any plan that you would do anything other than sing?
No. No. I sort of was singing when I was 2.
I know your first album offer came up when you were a teenager. Why wasn't it something that you accepted back then?
Wasn't ready. Wouldn't have been focused enough, I don't think.
And what were you actually like as a child, as a young girl? Because I've heard you describe yourself as a brat before.
I had my moments, I'm sure. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure I went through various phases like most people. Rebellious teen, misunderstood, miserable, angstful, happy. I don't know. I was everything.
Why would you have been miserable?
You just get into that teen thing. No, nobody understands you.
You're going to get copyrighted now because it's played that.
I don't think.
So what about high school? Because I know your mother.
Has any of you ever heard this before?
Into a celebrity high school, which you weren't going to have a bar of.
No, that didn't work very well. No, I was miserable there. God.
Yeah.
It was really stuffy.
I agree. Emily, she sounds beautiful.
Everyone was very, wealthy and famous, and I didn't do well at all there. I sort of she put me in a little tiny school that was barely standing, and I did really well there.
So what was the brattiest thing you did as a child?
Oh, God, the brattiest thing. I don't know. I can't remember right now. I think I've worn that. God, what did I do? I don't know. I can't say the stories.
Oh,
they're bad.
That's the kind of story you want to get. What about the chasing peacocks at home?
Yeah,
because you guys had peacocks and you used to chase them around. Is that true?
That is correct.
And not just on foot either.
No, on a golf cart. Well, I had them, and there were horses and peacocks, and I was bored, and I had a lot of friends, and we didn't know what else to do with ourselves. Or we'd run over frogs. That's not nice.
Just on the golf cart,
and then go back and look at it.
Now, are frogs, are these pestilent frogs?
No,
we've got cane toads here in Australia that we would hit with a golf club if anyone had the opportunity to.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
No, they were sweet, little, innocent wildlife frogs.
Now, you've got a peacock now. Honky, do you chase him around?
I lost him.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know where he went. He lived on my roof for a while. And
was he actually your pet?
Yeah. He was.
Lisa Marie, how do you lose a peacock?
See, only I can pull that one off. I don't know. He jumped the fence and ran off to someone else's property, I think, maybe.
Now, do you get back to Graceland much? Because I know, you kind of run Graceland now, or you're part of the administration that look after the property, the estate. So do you go back from time to time?
I do. Like 2 or 3 times a year I go back. Is
it strange to go back to your home that you grew up in and see it laid out like a museum and have visitors walking in?
I kind of got used to the idea of that at a very early age, so no.
Because visitors used to come in when you were a child?
Yeah, very early. But, now I go in at night usually, so it's quiet and there's no one in there.
What's the craziest thing you've done after hours in the Graceland residence?
Oh, God.
Great question.
Just get out the golf cart?
No, we went on my last tour. We went through Memphis, somewhere nearby, and the band and I went up there and were playing a Red Rover on the back lawn and got drunk and started demolition derbying the golf carts. And there were people coming to the show that were out at the front gate sort of watching us just tear the yard apart. It was terrible. But anyway, that's what I used to do as a kid. That was what everyone used to do. It wasn't just me.
It must be tempting sometimes when you go back to Graceland, and especially if there's a tour actually on, because I know there's certain areas of the house that the general public aren't allowed to go and have a look at. They're out of bounds. It must be tempting because you can, just to sort of step through the ropes and open up the door and just go, wow, if you could see what's in here.
No, I know. Maybe.
So the interviewer is quite cocky, quite cheeky. Some of the questions, I think, a little bit intrusive, but generally overall, I think he's pretty fair, and he's now about to ask an important question about Michael Jackson. Let's keep listening, guys.
Now, something I do want to touch on, but not for the reasons everybody else does, but the environment that you grew up in, because you were probably under the spotlight all the time, and since day one, would that have been correct? Constantly, the media constantly having attention on you. Mm-hmm. Was that part of the reason that you probably found a bit of a kindred spirit with Michael Jackson, because he had a similar upbringing, and the two of you together could relate to that kind of thing.
Quite possibly, yeah. I would say so.
Did it make things worse in a sense that the combined media interest in each of you individually combined together made things
It
more
was
difficult?
explosive, yeah. It was terrible combination of that. Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot with any kind of celebrity that the tabloid media, the paparazzi seem to follow people around everywhere. Is there anything you guys can do? It seems like you guys don't have any rights in that kind of situation.
Yeah, it gets a little crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, Emily. Yeah,
just have to
typical
set up my
Aussie
life
questions.
such a way
Yeah.
that I'm not trying to stay as normal and quiet as possible. But if you go out there, I live in LA, so they're kind of everywhere. So a lot of people live there.
Well, one last thing I do want to end on too, just looking in the album, in the liner notes inside the sleeve,
Oh,
and I did like this little comment here. It was a little message you wrote for your brother,
Oh, Jesus.
which says, "I thank you for being so cute and for seemingly liking being my brother, even though you get mad every time there are helicopters over your house because your sister got another divorce." Now, I think that's fantastic. That's the kind of
Navarone, yeah?
sense of humour that we as Australians really appeal to. Is it something that in your life you found very important to have a sense of humour?
I think I just you have to. You have to, or you're dead. You have to. Or you're miserable, right?
Yeah, undoubtedly. I totally agree with that. Well, the album is out now. It's To Whom It May Concern, and she's touring nationally. Ladies and gentlemen, Lisa Marie Presley.
We love her. So, do you know what? I thought it was a good interview. I liked it. Guys, what did you guys think? Did you think he crossed the line, or do you think he was, like Emily says, a typical Aussie thing? And have any of you seen it before? Louis, have you ever seen the Aussie interview with Prissy when she got upset being questioned about her marriage? No. Do you know where? Have you got that? Send it me. We'll play it. So guys, overall, do you think that was a fair interview? I mean, she looked gorgeous. She was very relaxed. You can tell that I think she was okay with the interviewer. She was fine with him. And I just thought she was pretty chilled. She answered every question respectfully in a very friendly way. I'm very honest, I thought. If you knew, you would understand he's a bit of a comedian. Right, okay. Yeah, I could see he was tongue-in-cheek. I actually thought he was okay. Right, so there's a few bits that were sent to me. I just want to double-check they're on here. There was a tribute to Lisa Marie from Priscilla that she posted, I think, yesterday. Now, has any of you seen that? I just want to see if it's on there. I looked just now and I couldn't see it, and I thought it's probably disappeared again. I keep posting stuff to read to you, and then it disappears. Let's have a look. Here we go. I think this is it. Let's have a look. Right, here we go. Let me show it you. Priscilla Presley wishes she could hold Lisa Marie Presley again 2 years after her death. So, I'm going to read it. Now, it's a bit... Come on, we have strong feelings about Priscilla and Lisa Marie. Now, whichever way we look at it, it is her daughter. No matter what we feel, no matter what... We've got strong opinions about the DNR, do not resuscitate. That is a whole live stream in itself. I don't really want to cover that today because it's such a serious topic. We have strong feelings about the friendship, the relationship between Priscilla and Lisa. We know, after all the research that we've all done, guys, we know it was very hot and cold. It was very on and off. They had good times, bad times, good times, bad times. I watched an interview. Was it this one or was it the one we watched yesterday where she said that, they were going to go on a road trip with the band, Lisa Marie's band. Priscilla wanted to come along. Lisa didn't want her to come. She didn't want her to go because it's mum, innit? Bossy mum. And Priscilla is very proud and proudly admits that she was a very bossy, strict mum. Yeah. But Priscilla does go on to say that they ended up getting on very well and that Priscilla spent her whole time making teas and coffees and helping all the band members. And in the end, they had a really good time, and they actually grew closer because of it. And it was good for them. Yeah. So the thing I've noticed, if you go through all of the many of the interviews that we've seen and I've seen, they could get on very well, or they could get on very bad. Now, we know as fans, financially, there was some serious wrongdoing. Yeah. We also, I stand by this. I feel that Priscilla, in the early years, leading up to Lisa turning 25, when she took control of Graceland, and after watching quite a few of these early interviews, I actually think that, I'm careful when I say this, guys, but I actually think Priscilla misled Lisa. I think Priscilla made Lisa feel as if everything was okay, that all of the money things were being dealt with and she had nothing to worry about. I also feel, this is from a defending Elvis point of view. I also feel that Lisa over-trusted her mum, over-trusted her. I think that Priscilla, the way she portrayed the last decade being with Elvis, I think, how can I say this carefully? I think Priscilla gave Lisa the impression that Priscilla had really not done anything wrong. Lisa wasn't at good terms with her mother. Apparently, she didn't want to sit at the same. Yes, Emily, you're talking about the year of passing. What I've learned is every year there was a different story. If we go right back until, even in around 1972, yeah? So Lisa's only 3, 4, 5, yeah? I personally think that there was a different feeling with Priscilla and Lisa every year. And it wasn't all good. There was quite a few things that I think were quite bad. For example, Priscilla being unfaithful with Steve Peck, the dance instructor. And then a few years later, she then has this secret affair with Mike Stone. And then when she gets found out, she makes this massive decision that she demands a divorce and wants to take Lisa with her. Not exactly sure how old she was, around 3, yeah? 3 to 4, to go and live with Mike Stone, who basically was a complete stranger. Yeah, obviously he's a karate champion. I think he did some instructing, not much. They say he was friends with Elvis. He wasn't. He was an acquaintance. They've met a few times, yeah? But now you imagine, I know she's very young. Now, my boy is 4 years old, and he is very aware. If I said to my 4-year-old boy, I'm taking you away to live with someone else, not your mother, he would go crazy. He would throw a fit. Yeah. So my point is, there is your first hurdle, your first bump in the road. Yeah. She loves living with Elvis. She adores her father. Elvis adores Lisa. So at 3 to 4 years old, Priscilla, the mum, the parent, fully responsible for Lisa. And in those days, guys, we know this, the kids went with the mum. If the mum decided to leave, you went with the mum. It was automatic. So Priscilla drags poor Lisa away to live with a stranger, Mike Stone, the karate champion, in a small apartment that in the end Elvis paid for the decoration, didn't he? Yeah. So we can talk about Mike Stone all day long. We can talk about the ins and outs of Mike Stone, the right, the wrong, we've done that many times, and we will do even more. But that's your first bump in the road. So it's obvious that, like I said about my 4-year-old boy, it's obvious that at 3 to 4 years old, when Priscilla was demanding the divorce, she didn't give Elvis a choice. She was going. Yeah. Mike Stone has said this in his interviews. She told Mike Stone, I am leaving Elvis. I want to pursue my career. I want my own life. I want my space. I want to do acting. I want to do be on TV, do modeling, promote products, open a beauty salon, so many things. Yeah. So I know that my boy would go crazy if I said, come on, let's go. You're going to go and live with my new girlfriend. And so we can guarantee you, even though she was just 4 years old, 3 or 4, Lisa Marie would have been throwing a head fit. Now, remember, Lisa Marie was a very headstrong girl, very headstrong. Yeah. So then we jump forward. She eventually, I'm not going to say she got used to it. I don't know if she ever got used to being with Mike Stone. You know, Lisa living with Mike Stone, Lisa living with Priscilla and Mike Stone. I don't know if she ever got used to it. I would say no. But you see them out and about in public, at shopping, and different events. You even see Priscilla kissing Mike Stone on the cheek, and you know, it was a very public humiliation for Elvis. Yeah. Now, as young as Lisa was, she would have noticed. She would have noticed, oh, mum's holding hands, kissing a different man. So this is a head. I'm not going to swear. This must have been a real head F for poor Lisa. So when we discuss how well did Priscilla and Lisa get on, it was very, very up and down. It was like so many very serious things happened. Then we know of the alleged abuse that is in the book. It's clearly in the book. Yeah. We want justice for Lisa Marie. We'll keep saying this every day, of the alleged abuse of Lisa between the ages of 10 and 16. Yeah. To me, it's pretty obvious it happened, but I have to say alleged, and we do believe Lisa. So then you've got that period. So you've got the friendship, the relationship between Priscilla and Lisa must have been tough. It must have been very complicated. There must have been a lot of arguments. Now, a 10-year-old girl, 11, 12, 13, 14, they are very headstrong. I have an 8-year-old daughter, Yasmin, and I'm telling you now, she's 8 years old, and she's a very strong-minded girl. So you imagine this abuse, this alleged abuse is happening, and she's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. She's trying to tell the mum. The mum's not listening because she's obsessed with Michael Edwards. Yeah. Now, obviously, we're not talking about Mike Stone now. We're talking about Michael Edwards. Yeah. You imagine how that affected the friendship. So you've got this period with Mike Stone, how crazy and horrible that would have been for Lisa, because Mike Stone isn't her dad. She wants to be living with dad. She misses dad. She loves dad. Then she jumps forward eventually to get to, there's other relationships, but we know at some point she's with Michael Edwards, the actor, the model. You know, I think you guys know him from The Terminator. He was in that. He was one of the policemen in The Terminator, wasn't he? So you imagine the arguments there. Probably daily arguments. You imagine the bad feeling there from Lisa towards Priscilla. Yeah. So then we go for, you know, I'm not going to discard it like it's not important. It's horrific that poor Lisa went through this. Then during this period, we have Priscilla, who wants to further her career, put herself first, further her ambitions. She's very ambitious. She's a very beautiful woman. She gets a lot of attention. She's the most famous woman on the planet at the time, I would say, Priscilla. Yeah. Only famous because she was Elvis's girlfriend that had Elvis's only child. Yeah. So mum wants to go off and do what she wants to do, sometimes leaving Lisa alone with Michael Edwards for weeks on end. So that's horrible. It's horrific, isn't it? It's like, it couldn't be any worse. Yeah. So then you go a bit more forward. Now, she's in Scientology now. At some point, you know, Priscilla's got different boyfriends. At some point, Lisa meets Danny Q at Scientology. Yeah. And that's a whole story in itself. So she does become, in my opinion, on the bits of research I've done, she does get quite a lot of independence being with Danny Q. Obviously, she gets pregnant very quickly with Riley. So this is when the on-off bit starts. This is when I think Lisa Marie is an adult. She wants to be treated as an adult. She's still in the claws of Scientology, which we are completely against, aren't we? And this is when I think the friendship between Priscilla and Lisa is quite on-off. Now, this is when we start to talk about Elvis Presley Enterprises and Gracelands. Yeah. So it's pretty obvious if you look at the early interviews of Lisa and Priscilla that Lisa did trust Priscilla with Elvis Presley Enterprises, with Gracelands. Priscilla was given credit for the saving of Gracelands, the opening of the museum. We know she did not save Gracelands. We know it was not her idea to do a living museum. It was all going to happen. Yeah. But she takes full credit for it. Priscilla takes full credit for it. And she says it again and again in all her interviews. Oh, Elvis would have been forgotten within 6 months. Elvis would have been forgotten within 5 years. If we didn't open the museum, you'd have no one to talk about because no one would know who he is. We know that's bullshit. She says this in front of Lisa in a few interviews. Yeah, these are the early interviews. You can tell that Lisa fell for it. You can tell that Lisa believes Elvis may have been forgotten if Priscilla hadn't opened the museum and so-called saved Graceland. We know it's bullshit. We know the fans saved Elvis's legacy, saved everything Elvis. Yeah, he didn't. Elvis doesn't need a building to be remembered. Graceland is beautiful. Elvis loves his home. Lisa Marie loved Graceland. But that building isn't why we remember him today. Yeah, he's going to be remembered by the fans. I would say Elvis's #1 defender is Lisa. When she was alive, she was his #1 defender. So anyway, we have the situation with when she turns 25, Lisa Marie, there is a decision to be made. Now, she's the boss now. Lisa Marie she's 25. She's of legal age. Everything's hers. But I personally think, this is just my opinion, that Priscilla had conned, almost tricked Lisa into thinking everything's fine. Don't worry, leave it to me. I've been doing it for years, for who knows how many years. Everything's fine. I'm doing a great job. Look at the amount of visitors Graceland gets. Look how successful the companies are, the management teams are. You know, he's still the most successful, famous person that's ever lived. Gracelands was the #2, I think, most visited tourist destination in the world, second to the White House, I think. So I do think that Lisa thought, do you know what? My mum's doing a good job. I'll leave it to it. Lisa had her own things that she wanted to do. And I think this is one of Lisa's mistakes. She over-trusted her mum. And then we know that as time goes on, Elvis Presley Enterprises, 85% of it gets sold off. Obviously, Lisa retains 15%. What many of the public don't know is that Gracelands was rented to Elvis Presley Enterprises. We know about, is it Bob Silliman? I always get his name confused. Bob Silliman, Bill Silliman, the billionaire who comes along with this massive deal. It's a lot of money, yeah, mega millions, to take over 85% of Elvis Presley Enterprises and to rent Graceland. And he pays $3 million, I think, up front for the rent of Gracelands. And if you look at the old interviews with Priscilla, with Lisa, oh, thanks, Denise. Guys, anyone wants to buy me a coffee, that's very kind of you. Click the old super thank you, all of that. I really appreciate it. It just shows me you like what I do. But this is my point. So thank you so much, Denise. This is my point, guys. That I think Lisa was too trusting. She was too trusting. She trusted Priscilla when it came to the money. Now, when it happens that 85% is going to get sold to Bill, whatever his name is, the billionaire, and then you've got Grayson's being rented to the company, which means that Elvis Presley Enterprises basically run the Living Museum. It's their job. Really, Lisa was out of it. It was all getting done for her. Yeah. Now, Bob eventually goes bankrupt years later, and I think that's why Joel Weishampfer comes along. Barry Siegel and Priscilla, from what I can see from my research, Barry Siegel, the manager of Lisa, ripped off Lisa Marie, completely ripped her off, almost bankrupting everything. Yeah, he did some serious damage with Priscilla. So they squandered and wasted almost all her money. This has a big part to do with why eventually Lisa moves to England. Yeah, I'm so glad she moved to England. I love the fact that she loved England. Yeah, and England, we really welcomed Lisa. So my point is, guys, I'm discussing the friendship between Priscilla and Lisa, mother, daughter. It was very up and down, very up and down. I personally think there was some serious wrongdoing by Priscilla towards Lisa with money. Obviously, we can jump back to the Michael Edwards abuse. That's a completely separate, horrific tragedy that Lisa went through, that situation with Michael Edwards, the alleged abuse, and also the horrific, to me, horrific, that she was dumped into Scientology. You get it, guys? Right, I just want to put some more water in my coffee. Now, you understand what I'm saying to you guys? I'm going to read this article out to you. So I'm trying to paint a picture of the friendship, the relationship, the mother-daughter relationship between Priscilla and Lisa. Then I'm going to read this article. Now, this article is basically Priscilla on the 2-year anniversary of the passing of poor Lisa Marie. And we all miss her. We all love her. We adore Lisa, don't we? I think we miss her even more and more as the days go on, as the years go on. So my point is, I'm going to now, after having... Right, let's sit down again. Okay. I wonder if we can get Elvis in the background. Let me just see if I can move the computer so we get Elvis in the background. Yay, Elvis. That's better. Okay. The point I'm trying to make, guys... Let's just get it a bit less. See, the point I'm trying to make, guys, is that I think that the relationship between mother and daughter, how can I say it? Because obviously they're blood. Come on, you fall out with your mum, your dad, you always forgive them. You still know that they're in the wrong. But you always forgive them because they're your mum, they're your dad, they're your brother, they're your sister, they're your cousin. So Lisa didn't stand a chance. She was always going to give in to her mum. Now, I do understand that towards the end, we know they had an 8-year falling out because of Barry Siegel. They didn't speak for 8 years. What I did learn was that when the film came out, Baz Luhrmann film, they sort of, Lisa allowed to sort of, she didn't forgive her, anything like that, but they were, because of the film, they became united to watch the premiere and stuff like that. I know that she went with Jerry Schilling, but there was some kind of connection. Obviously, they were sat together at the Golden Globes, weren't they? Now, the rumor is that there was a possible lawsuit to be announced from Lisa Marie towards Priscilla because of the release of the Sofia Coppola's film Priscilla. Yeah, so it's complicated, guys. It's complicated. As I kept saying, and when you go back through all these different interviews, and there's quite a few of Priscilla and Lisa, sometimes they're getting on really well, laughing together, joking together. So, hi, Linda. Sometimes they're getting on really well. Sometimes you just can tell that something's not right. Yeah. So it's complicated, isn't it, guys? So I'm going to read this. I'm going to read this thing that was sent to me, and then I'm going to go through your comments. And then I got to go. Right. So this is the article that was sent to me. Priscilla Presley wishes she could hold Lisa Marie Presley again 2 years after. Actually, there was one quick thing on Instagram. I wonder if I've got a picture of it. It was Riley posted some words about to commemorate yesterday. Let me just see if it's here. Let's have a look. Let me just read this a minute. Riley Q, in her recent podcast interview on Hard Things to Do, reflected deeply on her mother's dynamic, particularly regarding her mother, Lisa Marie Presley, and grandmother, Priscilla Presley. She has shared that she hadn't paid much attention to their relationship until after her mother passed away. Before my mother passed away, I don't think about their relationship. They had a complicated relationship, but we were always fairly close. Riley confessed that the complexity was tied to the generational differences and the roles both women played within the Presley family, a dynasty marked by fame and public scrutiny. She described her grandmother, Priscilla, as a woman who adhered to old-fashioned values. My grandmother really cared about appearances and manners. She kind of was old school and wanted everything in the house to be perfect. Riley noted this pursuit of perfection, especially during the 1960s, could be attributed to the immense pressure Priscilla faced as Elvis Presley's partner, as the First Lady of Rock and Roll. Image had to align with the era's expectations of womanhood and grace. Riley was keenly aware of how this shaped her grandmother's character. I take that into consideration. However, Riley acknowledged that her mother was a stark contrast to Priscilla. My mum was such a radical woman all the time, and she didn't care about things that you are supposed to care about. She really was unapologetic and authentic. I love that. Lisa was really unapologetic and authentic. I like that. I think that's a great way of putting, because I really believe that about Lisa. She was real. She was real. She was genuine. She spoke from the heart. There was no bullshit with Lisa. Yeah. So let me just see if I can get the tribute up from Riley. I think it's quite short. Just have a look. Let's see if it comes up. Let's have a look. Here we go. Let's see if it comes up, guys. What it is, someone sent it me. It's not coming up there. You've got to have the right. No, it's not coming up. It was. If any of you have got it, guys, please send it me. Let's have a look. Let's see if it. Let's see if it comes on the twins, Finleys. Let's have a look. No, it's not coming up on the twins. Someone sent me this. No, it's not coming up now. I'm sure I took a picture of it, but there was a nice little tribute sent from Riley. It's not here. I might have to read it later because it's not coming up. There's a nice picture. Oh no, this. Oh no, we had something from Navarone. I have read this. Navarone, obviously he sent this, yeah? Navarone posted this. And he said, oh, I miss my sister. Now, I know that's going to get a big reaction. He's done some pretty nasty things when it comes to Lisa, hasn't he? He said some things that are quite cruel. So I know that the fans are not happy with Navarone. So I remember someone sent me that. I'm sure I had it from Riley, but it's not here. I don't know why, because it's one of the first things I read this morning. No, it's not there. Oh well, doesn't matter. We're gonna now move on to this article, which is what I want to read to you guys. So, and then I'm going to read your comments, okay, guys? So Priscilla Presley wishes that she could hold Lisa Marie Presley again 2 years after her death. Lisa Marie Presley, Elvis' only daughter, died in 2023 from a small bowel obstruction, age 54. Priscilla Presley and the granddaughter, Riley Q, remembered that Lisa Marie Presley on the 2-year anniversary of her death. Lisa Marie, the only daughter of Elvis Presley and the wife of Priscilla, died on January the 12th, 2023, due to a small bowel obstruction. At the County of Los Angeles Medical Examiner Office, she was 54. Presley shared an image of Lisa on the Instagram. There were, this is the one I found. You were always on my mind, playing in the background, a song originally made famous by the king of rock and roll. Now, hang on a minute. Let's just check. Is this on Priscilla's? Let me have a look. Let me have a look. See if it's there, guys. Here we are. It is. This is where I got confused. Right. We're going to play it, guys. Okay. Let's just get the volume up. Okay, obviously you're going to have it's quite sad, to be honest with you. That it does make me a bit sad when I listen to that, but let's read it. So obviously you guys are going to have strong views about that. Yeah. So this is from Priscilla. I miss you more than words can say. I wish I could hold you, talk to you, see your smile just one more time. I wish you could see how much you are still loved, how deeply you are missed by all of us who carry you in our hearts, Mum. Let me, so in case you want to watch it later, guys. Hi, beautiful wife. Is that Rio? Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's not my wife, it's Rio. Did you say the comments are turned off on that? Let's have a look. Did you say the comments are turned off on that, Debbie? Yep. Right, okay. Let me read that article, then I can go through your comments. Right. So we know what she just said because I've just read it to you. Lisa Marie's daughter, actress Riley Q, shared a screenshot of FaceTime call with her late mum and included a heart of an emoji towards the bottom. I wish you could see how much you are still loved and how deeply, oh God, that's going to upset me, right? How deeply you are missed by all of us who carry you in our hearts. And do you know what? I'm really now realizing that we miss Lisa as much as we miss Elvis. To me, they're the same now. Honestly, do you feel the same way, guys? Like of course, I've always loved Lisa. We grew up with Lisa. But I tell you now, actually, the more I get to know Lisa through all our research and our conversations and our interactions, wow, I just fall more and more in love with her every day, you know, as a fan. Yeah, I'm like, God, and I realize more and more just how much she did affect the world, how she changed the world, just like her father did. It's just amazing. Yeah. And I did 2 song reactions of Lisa Marie's songs today. And I tell you what, I loved it. She was a proper rock chick. She was a really cool singer. because she started in her 30s, didn't she, guys? And I tell you what, she blew me away. Me doing these song reactions, I've posted them both on both the channels, on Defending Elvis Presley and on Elvis Presley on Keto. And I tell you what, she blew me away. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Go and watch those later. You're going to like them. My song reactions to Lisa Marie Presley. Brilliant. 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 Anyway, can't believe it's been 2 years spending a love and thinking of you today. Garibaldi wrote on Instagram, people seem to love to judge and have an opinion on our relationship, but I do truly miss the good times we had when things were harmonious. Well, you guys got strong views, haven't you guys, about that? So Navarone is definitely not Mr. Popular at the moment. It's unfortunate that I even have to bring up unharmonious times, but you know somebody's going to say something negative and probably still will anyway about something I said but I love you and miss you, sis. Much love. Now, guys, put in the comments what you think about Navarone and the things that he has done and said about Lisa. Please put it in the comments. Yeah. So I know you are going to be quite passionate about that. So in addition to Riley, and Lisa is survived by twins, Harper and Finley, who she co-parented with their father, Michael Lockwood. Lisa and Michael were married for 11 years before their divorce was finalized in 2021. Again, we have strong views about Michael Lockwood, but I want to be careful because it's Finley and Harper's dad. So as respect to Finley and Harper, I'm not going to start saying negative things about Michael Lockwood. They're only 16. I don't think they need to hear me slagging off their dad. Yeah, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut and just show Finley and Harper, we fully support you here at Defending Elvis Presley. Of course, we all adore your mum, and we know you miss her. We know that Finley and Harper are good Christian girls that love their grandfather, Elvis Presley. So we send you love, Finley and Harper, in memory of the 2 years. It's been 2 years of the loss of your beautiful mum. And we know you're very proud. We know you adore her. Yeah, we love Finley and Harper. As fans, Finley and Harper, we are there for you. We are there for you. We hold you up. Okay. They're only 16 guys, so we can't talk about them too much. Yeah. An autopsy showed that the singer experienced a small bowel obstruction leading to her death in 2023. The obstruction was a common complication from a bariatric surgery procedure Lisa Marie had undergone. The reported noted that she had complaining of stomach pain. Now, I don't need to go through this because we've been through it all, haven't we, guys? They start talking about Benjamin. I think there's enough being said here. So what I want to do is go through your comments. I'm going to bring you a bit nearer to me so I can read them because I'm blind as a bat without my glasses. We've got lovely Elvis in the background with June Junico. Isn't that nice? We love June Junico. We're all big fans. So I'm going to try and read your comments. Then I'm going to have to go and walk the dogs, go for a run. I want to do some exercise. So I'm still paying tribute to Lisa Marie Presley. There's still stuff to do with Lisa that I want to go through. Of course, we are going to get back to Defending Elvis Presley. So let me just go through your comments. I'm going to try and rush through them because I don't really have that much longer left. I don't even know Lisa came to Australia. I must have been on another planet. Yeah, I think she came. She went many times, didn't she, Emily? Right, Denise says Michael Jackson was very controlling. I don't know enough about Michael Jackson to comment on that. But yes, Emily says typical questioning from an Australian interviewer. Yeah, thanks, Emily. Yeah, he's a comedian. Right, he seems like a good guy. Was Priscilla at Elvis' 90th birthday celebration at Graceland? Colin, no, definitely not. Lisa wasn't in good terms with mother. Apparently, she didn't want to sit at the same table. Yes, thank you, Emily. I think you're right. Emily, yes, I have disagreements with my daughter, but love. Yeah, you get it, Debbie. You get it. Yeah, that we doesn't matter what arguments we have with blood. We always forgive them, don't we? We don't agree with it, but we always forgive. So Carolyn, hi Carolyn, hope you're well. In fact, I know you're well. Why didn't someone do something? We weren't even there, but could see how sick she was. And so many people have said this to me, guys. It's one of the most common things that are said to me about what why didn't Priscilla do something? Jerry Schilling, all the people that were around her. But I will say this, I don't think anyone thought she was going to die. I think her dying was a complete shock to the world. I remember watching Lisa at the Golden Globes on TV, yeah? And I tell you what, I was worried for her. You could see something was very wrong. I never thought she was going to die, though. Honestly, did anyone here think she was going to die? Because I definitely did not. Please leave it in the comments, guys. Did you think Lisa was going to pass? Could you see how serious it was? I'm just interested to know what you guys think. When Prissy came to Gracelands and she took Lacquer to gospel music concerts at the Memphis Auditorium in the spring, chasing a young Mylon Lefebvre and wanted to be with him whilst Elvis was away. Yes, this is the... Yes, Josie, I know about this. This is the black singer, isn't it? I've read about this, and a few of you guys have told me about this. Thank you, Josie. And this was in the 60s, wasn't it? Yeah. Am I talking about the right person? With all different men in Priscilla's life, it must have been confusing for her. Yeah, definitely. My God. Even Mike Stone, this big, scary karate champion, suddenly she's living in his apartment. Weird. Horrific. I just, I don't hate Mike Stone, but I just do think that, and obviously I want Mike Stone to show regret, to apologize. But he's an old man now. What, we're going to hate on a man in his 80s? I just don't think it's right to hate him. And I actually think he was a victim of Priscilla. Honestly, I think Mike Stone was a victim of Priscilla. He was used and abused and then discarded. I really believe that. But he does need to say sorry and show regret. Because what he did was extreme, because you don't leave your wife who's pregnant. It's unheard of. So say sorry, Mike Stone. Say it properly. Don't just say, oh, I hurt people. I made mistakes. I put myself first. I was selfish. That's not enough. We want a clear apology. Right. Right. Very sad, Debbie. It's glad Elvis and I, if Elvis were alive, no way would Lisa have been taken from those two. Gladys would have worshipped the ground. And do you know what? I will say this, Emily. If Elvis had custody of Lisa, I think he would have lived 20, 30 years longer. Really, honestly. I think Lisa being taken away from him shortened his life. I really believe that. Really believe that. Carolyn, and the only reason Mylon didn't get with her is because he found out she was with Elvis. He respected Elvis that much, and Elvis recorded the song Mylon wrote called In My Way. I think I want to take a picture of that comment because I want to find that song. But I do know about Mylon. We've actually done it in a few live streams. I'm going to look him up, and we're going to do a little chat about Mylon. You got to give all respect to Mylon. The fact that he didn't step on Elvis's toes because he respected Elvis. So Mylon did very well, and he had a beautiful voice, didn't he? I've heard some of his songs. He had a beautiful voice. Priscilla tries to take all the credit. Yep. With Gracelands, with the museum, when the truth is it was already happening. It was already happening. She wasn't even at the opening day of Gracelands. We see the footage of Priscilla announcing to the world, oh yes, Gracelands will be officially opening to the world. But she didn't turn up to the opening day. She wasn't at the opening day. Come on, guys. Right. Debbie, I know the two Karens, Linda, Luann, Ayisa. Yeah, actually, Ayisa, where have you been? Ayisa, we miss you. Where have you been? Philomena doesn't really get on much, does she, Philomena? But Ayisa, I'm surprised. Luan obviously joins us. She was with us yesterday. Hi, Luan, if you're watching. Caroline, he respected Elvis enough not to have a romance with him. She wanted with Elvis. He said it wouldn't have happened. He didn't know Prissy was with Elvis. Yeah. Thank you. Hi, Louis. Hi, Kate. Hello, my friend. Thank you. I got your message on YouTube. Thank you so much. You know I'm going to read your comments, Kate. You know it. Right. I'm just trying to rush through the comments, guys. The perfection probably started with Prissy's mother putting her in the beauty pageant all the time. I'm not sure about that. The perfection probably started with Prissy's mother. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. You're referring to Child Bride, aren't you? Yes, I've read Child Bride. I understand, Josie, what you're saying. Hi, Linda. I messaged you on time, so you are late. Love that she wasn't going to apologize for the sake of it. I'm not sure what you mean, Emily. Let's have a look. Yeah, so Linda, no, I didn't think she was going to die suddenly. No, we didn't, did we? It was obvious she was unwell. Yes, Linda. Yeah, Tonya, you didn't think it either. I never thought she was going to die. She did, Emily. She looked very pale and extremely thin on the face and didn't think she would die. I've said it to my wife. This surgery that she'd had years earlier, because everyone thinks that she had surgery, then died. No, this surgery she had was years ago. So who'd have thought that one day that surgery was going to cause her to die? It's horrible. Don't have surgeries to lose weight, guys. Don't do it. Yeah, he was a gospel singer with his family, and they went out. Yeah, I've heard some of his songs. He's got a brilliant voice, beautiful voice. Right, Debbie, your mum had a bowel blockage and then her heart failure and passed. Oh, I'm so sad for you, Debbie. That's why I'm on the keto diet, the carnivore diet, because I had serious ulcerative colitis. It was very, very serious. I was all pumped up on steroids for over 10 years. Now, I'm not promoting the diet, but it was the carnivore keto diet I'm now cured. I don't have ulcerative colitis anymore. I'm completely cured. So this is why we run a channel called Elvis Presley Fan on Keto, because not only can we talk about Elvis and have fun, we can also save lives, make people healthy. So if you're interested in that, guys, jump over to the other channel. I'll quickly show it you, because I do want you guys to support this channel, if you don't mind, yeah? Because I really believe that we can save lives on this channel. In no way do I feel that this makes Elvis look bad, because we just want to help people. But I also want this channel to have light-hearted Elvis stuff. The Defending Elvis stuff is going to stay on this channel. Defending Elvis is here. The light-hearted, fun stuff, the movies, the songs are going to be here. But of course, we're also going to help people with their health on that channel as well. Okay, guys? I'm trying not to speak about the diet here. Yeah, I'm trying to push all the diet stuff onto the other Elvis channel. I call this channel our sister channel. Yeah, this is our sister channel. Elvis Presley Fan on Keto on YouTube. It's our sister channel. Okay, right. Mylon also visited Graceland with his wife. I didn't know that. And he ended up a minister. Yes, I think I read about the minister bit. Right, is Lorna here? Let me see. Hi, Lorna. You just joined us, have you? The song My Long Left Elvis record was called Without him. Shall I play it, guys? Shall I play it? Now, I've got to go now, really. So shall I play it, guys? Mylon. And it's called Without Him. All right, it's come up straight away. Right, let's. Is it? Can you, Josie? Can you tell me his last name, please? Can you say his last name? Is it Leverve? Mylon Leverve. And was it the 1960s? Mylon wrote it, but Elvis recorded it. All right, so Elvis, right, I want to play it. Right, okay. I got you now. I got you. So what we'll do, we'll play it. Is Elvis's version on YouTube? I'd just like to know. Let's have a look. Right. No, it's not coming up. Is Elvis's version of it on YouTube? So I can't see it. No, it's not on here. Let's have a look. Let's get the original up, yeah? Should be its gospel song. Mylon wrote it when he was 17. Right. There's videos coming up, but it's more in the 80s and 90s. Let me see. Is this it? Oh no, this is like a documentary. I think this is more the 70s. Should we just try it? Let's just try it, guys.
So sings my soul, lifts my voice. He makes me glad, I will rejoice. Man, I hope you're hearing the words of these songs. I don't have to make myself rejoice. Do you understand that? He makes me glad. I choose to rejoice. I will rejoice. The world can do what it wants to, but I want to rejoice in the Lord God Almighty, the King of the armies of heaven. Amen. I don't know what you've been doing with your life lately. We came here tonight to love you and to encourage you and to edify you and to lift you up in the Lord. The word says when we lift up Jesus, that he'll draw all men unto himself. When I was little, my parents were gospel singers. They told me all about Jesus. And I believed them, by the way. They took me to church. I believed them. They told me that Jesus was the Son of God. I believed them. They told me that God had raised him from the dead. I believed them. But you know, I took everybody else's word for it, but I didn't ever take God's. I hope that settles in your heart, man, because you don't have to take anybody's word for it but his. He has written it all down. Just for me and you. And the word of God, by the way, is alive. It doesn't matter whether you understand it or not. I'm going to tell you one simple bottom line fact. If you'll let the word of God become a daily part of your life, God Almighty will cleanse you. He will take away from you the desire to do things that are opposed to the will of God. And he will give you a desire to do
Great
things
advice.
that will give you joy and peace and love and patience, faithfulness, gentleness, kindness. He'll give you self-control.
I like this.
God Almighty will give you the attributes of his son, Jesus. And this is a little song. It's a quiet, soft song. And man, we got lots of people in here, so I need you to be real quiet. This is a prayer. And you can either make
He
it yours. if
seems
you want
lovely,
to.
guys.
If you've never prayed before, prayer's not something you have to be fancy with. God loves you. All you have to do is talk to him. If you desire anything from the Lord,
He's brilliant.
it's in his word. His spirit watches over his word and performs it.
Wow. Great words.
Hallelujah. This is more of Jesus. And less
Hallelujah. Team Elvis. That's okay, Josie. I do, Linda, as well. Wow. Oh, God. Wow. I'll tell you what, I wasn't expecting that. Josie, thank you so much. Guys, obviously, you know I'm a Christian, but I don't care what religion you guys are. You're all people. You're all humans with hearts and souls. I love all of you. I don't mind what religion you are. It's irrelevant to me, but yes, I'm a proud Christian. I'm a proud Christian. And Emily, be proud of your daughter. Yeah, we're proud of your daughter-in-law. So we're going to play. I'm going to go now, but I am going to play. Josie has sent me the Elvis version. Yeah. I haven't heard Elvis sing this. So let's hope that wow, guys. So I just want to say at the moment, I do sort of really feel that it's hard to explain to you, but I really feel that I still want to give honor to Lisa Marie on the 2-year anniversary of her passing. It's still very much in me at the moment. So we're going to still do a bit more of Lisa Marie's things because I don't know why. This year in particular has affected me more. I think it's because I don't really know why. It just has. So there's a bit more to be done with Lisa so we can honor her and respect her and show our love and gratitude and show her that we miss her. And that's how I feel at the moment. Okay, guys, take care. I'm out of here. Thanks for joining me, all of you. I appreciate you joining me. I'm hoping to go back on again later. I still am carrying on doing song reactions and we're going to post some other little clips. So I'm going to be busy all day. Right now, I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to do some weightlifting. Going to walk the dogs. See you later, guys. Love you all. Thanks a lot. All the best to you. Thanks, everyone.